appears that I am live. So first thing I'm gonna do, well, no one's awake at 11:30. Of course, I got my Chimchar, shiny hunted. At the outbreak, where did I get it? Polar biome. Oh yeah, that's where the score bunnies and all that stuff. I found the crab brawler there too. I saved and then I picnicked and then I got it. It was because I saved. Anywho, let's start with evolving it. I don't want to make a mistake. Sort by name. I'm going to give it another stone first. Okay, and then level it up to level 100, of course. I'm going to have to... This is going to be kind of annoying to create, I think. Yeah, because I have to have certain EVs. I'm definitely going to do max special defense. Clever Feather. Okay, Clever Feather. I'm going to do Careful Nature. Because I have damage calcs where I could pretty much survive 2 hits. This is going to be RNG as well, but I got the Smeargle so fast that... Use, yeah, special attack. Yep, we're going to be a physical attacker. I'm going to go Shell Bell. Because we don't have Drain Punch. We don't have anything good like that. Move pool's much more limited on the first form. Infernape is so much better with a move pool, but we got to work with what we got. So sort by name, sure, because I do need to go Iron. Nope. Let me go back. Okay, now I'll go officially to the bag. Iron Fist, Por favor. Got the Iron Fist. And then favorites, Shell Bell. I need to change to a Fighting Terra as well. So max special defense. I didn't invest into my HP yet, so I have to invest into my HP. Let's see how much I have to do. Here, I do have the damage calculator up. I have to put 152 into HP, so 15 into... So HP up is a very specific build. 15. And then 2 health feathers. Let's sort by type again. Did I use an HP up? I can't tell if I did. I felt like I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So then the next would just be investing the rest into our offense. So that's going to be 10. Should be able to do 10 proteins. This is my build, by the way. I did it. I set it up all on myself. Okay, I think we set everything right. Now we gotta get Hyper Train. But let's go to Medali first and get our Fighting Terra going. Okay, girl. Oh, I do have to make some TMs. Alright, go dog. Making sure you're still there. There's no one on my chat right now. I don't know if anybody's watching me, but just setting up my guy.
I'm gonna switch to the other way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go bad.
Okay.
Okay, I'll call you right back.
bulk up. I do need bulk up. Blue. Oh, I got taunt. That's natural. So that, don't have to dig for that. I don't know if I have bulk up though. I have to, do I learn it naturally? I don't think I do. Okay, so fighting. Bulk up. I need an Axu scale, dog. Always fun. Okay, so what's the last move? I still need... knock out random mons, because you never know when you need them. I never thought about using Axu, but I do need Focus Punch. Which I have plenty, not plenty, but a good amount to justify. Focus Punch is a one-turn move. By the way, y'all, it's a one-turn move. You think it looks like it's a two-turn setup, but it's actually one-turn setup. It just shows that it's tightening its focus, and it's like a -3 priority. And make sure that it doesn't get hit on the same turn for it to execute, and we're hoping that when it misses us, that we get to counter with our most powerful attack move. If there was no move that's above an 80 base power, and we could do Terra Blast if we want to play it safe, but I kind of want to make the strategy a little bit more fun. So, I didn't even know it knew Slack Off. That's actually would be beneficial, but we're not playing it safe, as I said. But bulk up helps us a lot. And the game longevity, fighting gives us a good defense. But since we're already, might as well hyper train the rest of the way. Every HP counts, every defense counts, etc., etc. Okay, so we're just missing one attack. I went to Medali all for nothing pretty much, but I still got to kill an Axu. So I got to do that. Also got to reset my, so I think an Axu would be, I feel like it's in this area. I forgot where the Axus are. Oh, I'll look that up. Now let me put that low file on.
Hello everybody, it's Techno here. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way of finding Axu for your Pokedex in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You can start off by playing over here at the Pokemon Center in Cascarapa West. And if you follow this river all the way to the mountainside, right at the top of that river is where you're going to want to mark it. Now it is a hike, don't get me wrong, it's a little far away. River, all the way to the mountainside, right at the top of that river is where you're going to want to mark it. Now it is Violet. You can start off by playing over here at the Pokemon Center in Cascarapa West. And if you follow this river all the way to the mountainside, right at the top of that river is where you're going to want to mark it. Now it is a hike, don't get me wrong, it's a little far away. And you can see there's the waterfall right there. That top of the waterfall is where we're going. So once you get up there, you'll find a guaranteed Axu over here. It's going to be a wild Terra Axu, which means that its Terra type is usually different than its normal type. In this particular case, the Axu is going to have a ground Terra type. So if you don't care about that, you're just doing it for your Pokedex and whatever, just catch it. But, you know, it might be valuable to others. works. Now, you can find Axew in other places too in the wild, but this Axew is guaranteed. That's why I recommend coming here, just so you don't have to worry about the searching process of that. Just find the picture. So, that's how I find Axew in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you're interested in more free-of-month video guides like this one, go ahead and click the playlist on the screen now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, check those out.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Through Games. In today's video, I'm going to showcase how to capture Axew as early as possible in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video, especially if you're here for Pokemon guides and other Pokemon content. And let's dive right in. So Axew can be caught pretty early in the game, which is pretty phenomenal. You can actually get him right after you enter Megazoa for the first time. We're going to be in the bottom right of the map here. Now, looking at our exact position on the map, you can see that Megazoa is right here, and we went over this bridge, went going to the east, and went over this bridge, and went down, and now we're heading over in this swirly area. Now, if you just run up here with Koraidon or Miraidon, you'll eventually just run into an Axew. You can also get some cool Pokemon like Bagon or Larvitar here, Axew as well, Swablu. So a lot of early dragons can be caught here, which is actually really cool. And you can keep going up this hill until you eventually see Axew. It's a little bit of a rarer spawn for sure, but if you want to make it appear faster, you can always use a dragon encounter rate item to make it spawn even faster. And there we have it, there's Axew. So like I said, if you use a dragon encounter, it's going to be a lot easier. There's a reason why I have 3 Larvitars here, is because I'm using a ground encounter. But this Axew is going to be pretty low level, so it's going to be really easy for you just to throw on your team. And you can also try to shiny hunt it too if you use a dragon encounter meal item. And there we have it. That is Axew for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you enjoyed this, guys, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel.
Alright. Oh, there's one. Only one skill though. I should probably search for like the larger evolution, if anything. Oh boy. I think I have enough for the bulk up anyways. I don't know why the... Oh, I have so many active scales. Right now, dog. This better give me one gimme gold token. Okay, well I think I have enough. Anywho, so I'll go to Medali. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I gotta go east. Oh. I need more Muckaditas, sweat, and man, took a lot of effort to get that, just that one. Alright, Chimchar is fully built. And ready to go. So we can start raiding. Okay, I want to remember what I want to do. First of all, I gotta do a date skip. To make sure, save my build. Everything appears to be checked out. Okay. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First attempt. I think I'm going to... What's it? Do I want to wait or do I want to go right? I want to steal my Terra Orb charge first. And the main idea is for me to charge my Terra, ASAP Rocky, and that kind of stuff. I do want to get the taunt off though at the same time. So this, we'll figure it out, right? I have enough to get off a taunt, but then, yeah, I have to go for a Mud Slap turn 1 no matter what. And then I'd have to hope that it misses. Not a good chance for it to miss, but alright, I'll let it steal my Terra Orb charge and go from there. I'll charge my Terra. Oh, I kind of like how it looks. I would feel weird about defeating it with Infernape because I've been trying to use babies to defeat the pop. You know, steals our Terra Orb. We're going to go Mud Slap, as obviously Terra Blast is the right move to go for. Does it kill us? Yes. Wait, you know what I kind of realized? Oh, well, that's a crit. I can't do anything about a crit. I hope I had the Modest turned on. Or the Rash. Okay, so I do have Rash turn on. I can't do anything about a crit, so... yeah, that's just a bad start. Yeah, a crit's gonna kill me. It can get me to 1 HP at the highest damage roll. So a critical hit. I saw like none of the characters move, so that didn't really help your boy too much. So, no biggie. We don't have to try to play this through. We just quit. And great start. First attempt. Get a crit. I was like, I hope I had the special attack turned on. I was like, okay, because I gotta adjust to it if it. But yeah, I was pretty sure I didn't make a mistake on that. But yeah, if you get critical hit first turn, that's, you know, getting crit at any time with a 7-star is extremely hard to recover from. It's not impossible, but it puts you in a very tight spot. Second attempt. And we'll see where this takes us. Once again, gonna wait until it takes our Terra Orb. And then we can just start, you know, charging our Terra officially. The steals our Terror Orb charge. You go right for that Mud Slap now. Yeah, I was like gonna say I should survive the first hit. Fine. Oh, a little bit better than fine. I could have like literally 1 HP if it's a high damage roll. And then I get a life dew. Or no, a shell bell. No life dew. No life dew. I thought a life dew wouldn't really... Well, it would help. It would help because of the light screen. But now I want to get the taunt off. Ooh, the Terror Blast misses. I get the taunt off. That's good. Unfortunately, the Mud Slap debuff is going to disappear. But not a bad start. So it just comfortably goes for the Flare Blitz. And I don't outspeed it. Yeah, I'm still in a tough situation. I may have like a light screen help still, but still not an easy situation. But better than the last time, obviously. We'll see what we can do here. Okay, that hit way harder than it should have. Didn't even get to use Nasty Block. Yeah, that made no sense how that hit. I gotta double check something. Felt like the Nasty Block did go off. I should have still been able to survive that. Alright. Chalk it up. There's just been some weird damage stuff going on with this. That makes no sense. I've called it in my last stream as well. But sometimes the damage rolls make sense. Sometimes they literally do not. So I can technically wait until the shield, like just use a taunt first. But that's not very practical either. Because I still want it. I mean, it's cool when it misses. It's a lot of things to consider. So this might not be the greatest build. It's an idea, but that first 20% of the timer is just very, very crucial. But it should not be able to take me out at 0 with a Terror Blast. At all. This ain't it. So I either need the crit to come out. So I gotta try to rethink the plan here. Maybe. Because I can't assume like having to rely on the miss. There's some really lucky RNG stuff. I mean, the Mud Slap's gonna give me a chance. Not a wonderful chance. And do I want to prioritize the taunt? So it does get paralyzed. I'll go from here. I mean, it's paralyzed, so take a chance. Okay. Paralyze and Mud Slaps. I could actually start building momentum a little bit. Okay, this... I mean, nasty plot, so this is done. Which isn't awesome, but... I'll just play it out. I'm playing it out. I'm not going to win, but I'm just playing it out just to see if I can learn something. To pick up on something that could be helpful later on. So, I'm going to bulk up. I get the light screen. So it basically cancels out temporarily the nasty plot. No Mud Slap since I'm just winging it. More Spirit Shield hits. Okay. Well, we got something there, so that's interesting. The process kind of helps. And then between that and the potential misses, it's not terrible. Obviously, we don't want, you know, if we could pretty much prevent that nasty plot, it would be just very helpful. This is attempt 4, I think. This is attempt number 4. So we get pay attention to how many attempts. Smeargle took me surprisingly only 3 attempts. I think I was pretty lucky. I could try to roll for, like, you know, crazier damage because my special attack wasn't buffing that much, but I was plenty bulky. Let's see. I'll go Mud Slap after the Terror Orb Steel, right? Okay, so I'll go for Mud Slap. Now I'll just go right for Taunt. I hope that paralysis can come when the shield comes up, not right now. Well, it could come right now too. It doesn't hurt because I'll be able to safely get off taunt. As it removes my buffs, doesn't matter. Never bulked up. Yeah, it's gonna take me out. So I got one attack, so one charge. It's gonna get a nasty plot off. So I do want to prevent that nasty plot pretty badly. So I may just want to taunt right away. I'll try taunting next time. Yeah, I'll quit this one. I think I should taunt right away this time.
Like your burdens a weight to carry, but it lessens at a steady rate. And I'll be by your side like your phone pocketed on second dates. Honestly, I just want some acknowledgement for confidence and compliments, but maybe I'm not hitting the dot. But I'm still taking my shot. I'ma practice it, go again, and you can show me around, and you can even will your friends like I know that they'll be talking with their dissonant whispers, but shiver me timbers if they can rock the relationship. Do you know who you playing with? I'm feeling like Midas, but you was gold to begin with. I didn't help in the slightest day.
My day needed. Of course he's gonna hang around for more. It's sort of like a drug. It's addicting.
And ooh, girl, I'm addicted to you. You're my dopamine and joy. Make me forget and then act coy. Oh, ooh, girl, let me know what to do when
Alright.
I'm just thinking of you.
By the way, the music that's playing is should be copyright free, so I shouldn't be struck down with copyright stuff. Hopefully it didn't switch to something that's owned by a crazy record label. Right now I think I want to go into Taunt. This is a crazy RNG Shret, of course, and then go from there. I mean, I do want him to miss. It's like, what am I doing here? Challenge alone. Because I get the Mud Slap, he does miss the second time. I get the Taunt off. It's good to get the Terror Orb Charge in. Period. And that's it. And I do want to accumulate Mud Slaps. So, the Mud Slap's just as pretty much as important as the Bulk Up. Because the Focus Punch is pretty much going to rely on it. There's a lot of stuff I gotta really think about. There's nothing debuffing its special attack, unfortunately, except the light screen. So I just really have to get lucky here. So then if I do taunt and then Belly Bolt paralyzes it, and there's that there, I could try that some other time. But I'm hoping that I get a Mud Slap in, it misses the second turn, and I get a taunt. Now, as I said, I should be able to survive a Terror Blast pretty good. I mean, it doesn't hurt to just try Taunt the one time. But, of course, it hits a Terror Blast. Probably like a 90 accuracy, honestly. It doesn't really help that much with Mud Slap. But I get taken out, and I have to pretty much hope for a paralysis with the shield up. But it's going to just basically go for Nasty Plot right away. Which doesn't put me in a great position in any way, shape, or form. So, in other words, in conclusions, I'm better off begging that there's, well, one of the discharges has to come out, and then there's that 30% chance of it being paralyzed. I'm better off hoping for that than just, you know, cashing out with the Mud Slap. I mean, there's a couple ways to go through about it with this. So I'm gonna stick with my plan, Mud Slap and Taunt, and hope that it can just miss. Then who knows? I mean, if I get the Taunt off, that's not the worst thing in the world either. I just guarantee I get hit twice. Light screen life do. That's the first time I actually used life do. Would that be enough to actually help me survive another attack? Since I have the light screen up. My guess is no, because sometimes the damage calc is quite strange. Quite strange. So I'll go for the taunt, because that's a variable too. That's the first time it didn't use dazzling ring. So obviously this looks like it takes me out. It makes no sense. These damage calcs literally make no sense. I'm gonna check that real quick actually, because that is kind of ridiculous. +1, a light screen. Flare Blitz would actually be the strongest move. Well, unless I do a +1 for defense too. So the defense tier light screen, the most it could do is 100 damage. So I should have survived that. So it makes no sense that I didn't survive that. He doesn't get paralyzed. Yeah, the damage calcs are so bizarre on this. It doesn't translate and it doesn't correlate with what it's actually the damage is supposed to do. Sometimes it does and sometimes it does not. So I'm a little annoyed with that. But it is what it is. Yeah, because I had well over 100 HP, and with the defense tier, which pretty much increases my defenses by 50%, my defense and special defense, light screen cuts the damage of special moves in half. So I should have been able to survive that with around, like, at most, I mean at the very minimum 7 HP left, assuming highest damage roll or barring a crit. He did not crit me. So I'm saying these damage rolls are not translating or not making sense at all right now. So we're just gonna have to kind of hope that they make sense. Because in other attempts they have made sense. Other times they don't make sense at all. Right here it would make sense in respect to the highest damage roll can get me down to 1 HP. So I get the Mud Slap off. I get a defense tier, so 50% better defensively. Light screen cuts the special attacks in half. The Flare Blitz can actually hurt me a lot if he decides to do that. So nullifies our effects. I'm gonna go for Taunt, obviously. Like, I should be able to survive this, but apparently, according to this, it's doing normal damage. That does not make any sense. That does not make any sense, dude. That's kind of broken. So what the heck is going on? Is it? I'm like wondering if it's because I wait after the Terror Blast goes off and all that stuff, but then I don't know, dude. So it's pretending that it's like still like turn, like a previous turn or something, and that's why the damage is happening the way it's happening. That's actually a plausible theory. Where because I am waiting, like I pretty much have to wait a whole turn 1 out. Yeah, so maybe it's better if I just taunt right away. And then I hope that I get what you call it, a pretty good life do heal because I'll still have that X amount of HP. So I'll just taunt right away. Because basically I just want to get a taunt and a mud slap off. No matter what order. So I'll taunt right away. I feel like I'm pushing the order of turns back because I'm waiting, and that's why damage outputs are not as accurate as they should be. So I'll go right for the taunt. Because the first damage will make sense. And of course Dazzling Gleam comes out. So convenient. And a higher damage roll than usual. So I'll just start out with taunt for now on. Because I don't like how it does all the nonsense. Steals a terror orb charge. Probably gonna get taken out. But we'll play it out from here because the belly bolt could potentially paralyze it with the shield up. I get a critical hit, get it out of the way. Critical hit or not, I would have been taken out. So I think my theory is holding true. It shouldn't do that much damage, but because I am delaying the turn, that's why I'm getting the damage that I'm getting. Actually, its accuracy might not be as dropped, technically. So, can't nasty plot after the... Yep, that's what we want. And we get the paralysis. Okay. What's that? Should have light screen support. Still, I'm faster. I'm going to just spam Mud Slap until I get Terrasilize. Oh, the Terror Blast misses. So we're between Paralysis and Mud Slaps. This is pretty nice. Okay. I'll bulk up. Because if it's Terror Blasting me, I'm going to resist it. It did not do whatchamacallit. A nasty plot, so the light screen will help me significantly. Yep, then the light screen comes out. So if I do get hit, I will get life dew healing as well, which is super duper nice. But it doesn't move anyways, so. I'm gonna bulk up about 4 times. Oh wow, it's really, really paralyzed. And then even if it gets past the paralysis, it has lower accuracy. So that's not helpful for itself either. Like, as I was saying, this is a cute little strategy as far as we've gotten. I lost count of what attempt we're on, but I got 4 bulk ups in. And I should be able to tank hits pretty well for the most part. That was a critical hit. Well, I'm resisting those attacks. So, I'll go for Focus Punch now. Tightening my focus. This is not a 2-turn move. It's just a -3 priority. And he breaks the... Yep, lost the focus. Okay. So, now he's starting to pick up momentum. Focus Punch is really all I got. And he's hitting everything now. Wow. Okay. Well, I get the life dew healing. Get the light screen. Dude. Okay. Funny how this is rate is going now. He still has a -3 accuracy, so now he's going ignoring the paralysis, ignoring pretty much everything. And it was fun while it lasted. But maybe I need another mud slap. Who knows? It could have been attacking me while I was bulking up, but I guess, you know, we had some momentum going. It was interesting. I think taunt is the first move we should go with. Maybe another mud slap. Like getting it to -6, obviously best. But -4 on mud slap is fine too. Yeah, so it got like paralyzed like 4 times in a row, which is very unlikely. It's like a 1 in 4 chance. So 1 in 64 chance for it to be 4 times in a row, which is just pretty crazy. It's crazy odds, but not like the most ridiculous thing ever. And it didn't matter. I'd rather it attack me during those 4 turns than what just happened right there. Because if I got any focus punch off, I would have practically recovered the rest of my HP. So the way it was timed, was the time it was paralyzed, it was perfect for it to be paralyzed those times. Which is... that's just how the cookie crumbles. Taunt, light screen as Gardevoir once again doesn't field chair. Cute. And I'll just wait out after this turn 1 for something to pass. Yep, I'll go for Mud Slap. I don't know why I would go like Flare Blitz with any attacking move would kill me. I'm out, and I'm just hoping once again for the paralysis to kind of take place, but you know, I have a lot to hope for. %30 chance once I return for it to get paralyzed. And it gets paralyzed again. Okay, interesting. Go over the Mud Slap, can charge my Terror, of course. Now, pretty much in the similar situation as the last time. This time, it's actually hitting me. And that's going to hurt your boy a little bit. Critical hit. That makes sense, though, because you got the light screen up. No, well, critical hit. So that didn't make sense. I should have been defeated there. So nothing is making sense damage wise. Flare Blitz misses. Okay. I'm potentially going to die again, so I'm just gonna go for Mud Slaps unless I get a life too. I do get a life too. So -3 to -4. Missed that. Okay, not bad. Would have liked the light too though, but it's Gucci. Get the light screen back. That's really good. Okay, I'll take that. He's missing now. I do want to practically get 4 bulk ups in, but it's like I don't want to just. Like I'm a little tight right here. I mean, it's good that okay. The life dude getting spammed is super nice, of course. Eventually, it was gonna hit me, and does that much damage, which is wonderful. So now we could try focus punch. Life dude comes out, so even if it somehow breaks through all of the variables, it does not this time. Your boy gets to get the +4 focus punch out with Iron Fist. Okay. That's not amazing damage. Not amazing damage, so I'll go all out. I thought I was going to do more than that. I'm shocked that it did just that much. The light screen returns. Life dude comes up. Breaks my focus. Okay. Doesn't use up a PP though if my focus goes. Dang. All right. Well, I mean that was a waste of an attack share. I'll say that much. Dude. -4. It must be missing all my everybody else or something. Okay, I might be better off going for just like the return on the focus punch is like focus punch is a meme-ish move, but we can see why it's just absolutely donkey. And also like I'm noticing as well that the life through healing is pretty nice and consistent. So I could just switch to like a metronome set. Yeah, like this is this is actually pretty absurd. So I'll probably switch to a metronome set and go with like brick break. And yeah, finally it's paralyzed. Woohoo. Yeah, it's probably not even worth going for. Or I might just want to mudslide like the rest of the way. I might just get it to -6, might as well. Because I had all those misses, but I was still relatively healthy. So I'll try -6 this time. Because if I do metronome, there's like, you know, there's a cost and there's a pro and a con to it. I feel like there's more pros though. It's actually doing pretty good damage. I probably should have just been kind of spamming it the whole time. So I'll try again with Focus Punch, because the reason I want to keep Focus Punch because it is literally the dumbest move of all time. So I'll just get like 6 mud slaps in. Like that move, it is such a dumb move. There's literally zero reason to use it. And winning with a focus punch is the most meme-ish thing you can do. So even though I lost that raid, I actually had a pretty good time. Kind of learned some things, you know. You can get aura speared, like, and I think like the metronome would be a safe play. You get the life dew healing. You'll have it occasionally do its stuff, but like I just, you know, the mock punch Well, the Brick Breaker would eventually accumulate to 150 base power, which is pretty nice. But at the end, you know, if Gardevoir decides to not do any life dew healing and all that stuff, that can be a little costly. So I'll I like the game plan right now. So definitely, just even if it's like a 10% more chance of it missing, so spamming Mud Slap to 6 times seems to be worth it, considering we were pretty healthy for the most part. Once again, I go for taunt. There's just a weird mechanic when you wait too long. The damage calcs, like the light screen and the defense cheer, just factors in an awkward timing. So we don't want to do that. So right away we go for taunt. I do get a life dew healing, and we'll see if the damage calcs actually does what it's supposed to, since we did a turn to 1. Not that the Mud Slap is super helpful right now, because, you know, basically the Mud Slap just serves as a Terra Orb charge placement as of now, as it's going to clear its debuffs. So, yep, that I think my theory holds true. Right there. It should just Flare Blitz me, because it would be able to take me out pretty nicely. And the mud shots coming out the way they are. I'll be fine with tanking this and just getting another Terra Orb again, honestly. But getting taken out like that isn't the worst thing either, because he gets to use his shield. Nasty Plot won't get off because I taunted early. And then hopefully I could get that much needed paralysis in. Otherwise, I would just have to... I think I may have 1 light screen left. Not sure. Oh, okay, I do get the paralysis. Giving me the speed advantage. Doesn't move. Okay, that's really nice. So just spam that Mud Slap on it. And then obviously give myself a better defensive Terra opportunity when I get the chance. As that Terra Blast does miss. It misses early, but then when it gets late game, it doesn't miss at all, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So we Terrasilize. I'm going to get it to -6, so it's going to make it a hard time for it, but it's still going to hit pretty well even at -6. And we're getting life dew healing, and we got a light screen, so why not take advantage of our opportunities? 1 in 4 chance for it to not be able to attack through the paralysis, which is super nice. So just keep going with that Mud Slap, dude. The Flare Blitz misses. Ooh, what was that? Was that not a crit? No, it wasn't. So right here in that situation, I believe it doesn't have its defense debuff very, very much. Because Staraptor hasn't been dying. Oh, wait. Yeah, Staraptor hasn't died at all. But the Flare Blitz taking me out like that. Yeah, I don't have a resistance to Flare Blitz anymore. So, yeah, that kind of... Was not anticipating that, actually. So, run over. It was decent. Okay, so I was surprised it hasn't been doing like flare blitz like that. So that's interesting. Like that. So I'm gonna check the calcs real quick. I don't have defense cheer, and Chimchar is. Oh, you know what it is? That's why I wanted to bulk up. So maybe I should get a couple bulk ups in before I decide to get cute. You know, that's what I did last time. I did 4 mud slaps. So I get some bulk ups in, and then I get some. Yeah. I probably should get bulk ups in early, but I don't have to do like 4 consecutively. Just get like 2 to be able to hold my ground against those flare blitzes. So it's a little silly of me. I was trying to get it to -6. That'd be a little bit tedious. And eventually, you know, it missed a lot and it was paralyzed a lot. Could have started building momentum. Could have gotten ugly. And also, it was just unlucky that Star Raptor wasn't dying, so that didn't help your boy out very much either. Obviously, I go for the taunt. Oh, so he's going to get burnt too, I believe, because of what he did to synchronize Arboliva. Okay, so I'll get the Mud Slap off. Okay, that takes me out. So it cleared our buffs and debuffs. So I don't know if that technically clears out the light screen, but I presume it does because last time I was able to tank it pretty well. Anywho, I gotta hope for it that paralysis to come out again, which I don't know if I'll get it this time. But that's why I just go for the Mud Slap. I should be able to tank 1 hit. So I don't get it this time. I do get life freeze now. I just need 1 more Mud Slap to get my. Okie dokie. Still hoping for the paralysis to come out any day now. But I am getting life 2 healing, which is nice. I'll go right for the bulk up. But this is a cool thing to look at. It's like we don't have the paralysis, which is very, very helpful. But we are still kind of alive. We're still somewhere. Right, so I'll go for the bulk up. As he does hit the Terror Blast, but I will be able to resist it this time. Flare Blitz can technically hurt. The actual Star Raptor does get taken out. So essentially his attack is, I wouldn't say half, but not like amazing. So I'll have to gamble here. The Horror Spirit does hit me. We got the light screen go up, so that makes great sense that that took me out. Alright, so I'm noticing even if I get to -4 accuracy, that doesn't do enough. So even if I decrease its chances even like by 1%, that can still make a difference. I don't get the heal cheer this time, or the life bee this time, so that's a little harmful, but hopefully we get the paralysis and maybe get somewhere. But luckily I could just kind of go right into mud slaps and getting to debuffing it permanently. Terror Blast is me. And see, 30% chance of it getting paralyzed by discharge if Bully Bolt decides to use discharge. Star Raptor gets taken out, that's not a bad thing. So, just go for Mud Slap. That's really all I can do here. Maybe get a light too. Another discharge comes out. Oh, not bad. Not crazy damage. Unless Gardevoir already kind of healed me. Okay. Oh, that's not bad damage at all. Let's slap again. Comes out, Mud Shot. So that gives me an outspeeding turn. I do get another life due. Hopefully it goes for a discharge. Well, I would have to meet actually need another Mud Shot for it to outspeed, but I'd rather a discharge. Just get it paralyzed, gives me 25% chance of it not moving. So last one until I can just going for Mud Shots, eh? So it hasn't missed me yet. I already got it -3 though. So I'll just go right for the bulk up. I don't want that Flare Blitz to hit me. And I could start kind of building momentum. Whatchamacallit. Just building momentum, right? That's it. Defensively building momentum. There we go. Doesn't gotta be too complicated. Actually does miss a Terror Blast. Give her another bulk up. Hasn't been paralyzed yet. The Star Raptor is getting taken out, so I should be able to take a Flare Blitz pretty well. Light Screen does come out. Gives me resistances. I don't see a life too, so that's not very agreeable. Okay. Does he miss? That's a question. Yes, he does, because I'm moving faster randomly. Oh, and he officially gets paralyzed. And I only need to go for one more. So it's -6. Can't move through paralysis. Need to just bulk up twice. Tight situation now. It's just the timer. Pretty much against me. Light screen's back up. Ugh. Dude. It's at -6. And it still is able to pull that off. That's not a dig. So I feel like I gotta gamble a little bit. Go all out. Life 2 comes out. First, it's -6 accuracy, but it just happens to be hitting me every time. And that's not an accuracy issue. That's just a paralysis thing. Okay, that's not bad damage. I just gotta keep that rolling a little bit as I recover fully with the shell bell. Dude. Oh man. This is annoying. I just feel like he's guaranteed to hit me at this point. Dude, he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. Maybe I need like double team also on top of everything. His accuracy's -6. He's not missing. He's not paralyzed. This is a little whack. This is ridiculous, actually. That's a waste of an attack shear. Oh, wow, this is okay. So, in conclusions, it looks like I have to go for either a Terror Blast. Terror Blast is going to be the strongest fighting move, actually. So Terror Blast, its potential output is going to be stronger, but the only problem is I'm not going to be able to probably heal myself. Yeah, because this is pretty ridiculous. -6 accuracy. I wish I could hit this well with -6 accuracy, dude. Oh, you know what it is? I'm an idiot. Aura Sphere is I think Aura Sphere is perfect accuracy. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Aura Sphere never misses. So you can't technically cheese it. Okay, that makes so much more sense. I am so dumb. I am so dumb. I was like, that is why it's not ever missing. But, I mean, it's not getting paralyzed, but it's got a 75% chance of moving. I did not even see these mistakes, man. They, they can cost you. So, I think I would have to assume that Life 2 can kind of keep me alive for a minute. That's kind of a lot to ask for, of course. I mean, Shell Bell, what's my strongest move for fighting? There's not a lot of good options. And then I could do Dig, but that's just kind of stupid too. So I could give myself the best resistances. I could technically be like a Ghost Terra and then Metronome, because the Aura Sphere would never hit me. And then everything else can kind of miss. But yeah, it's not like super duper dope. I was so like perplexed. I'm like, how is this hitting every single time? And I was like, I should have known that. I thought it was a different name for that fighting move. I was like thinking, I mixed that in Sacred Sword, but Sacred Sword has a different function. It ignores any defense buffs, but unfortunately on the counter side, it doesn't. It also ignores the defensive debuffs. So we could do Low Sweep. I'm pretty sure that got Brick Break. It doesn't have Drain Punch. Otherwise, I would casually go with Drain Punch, to be honest. But forcing it to use Aura Spear is not a bad thing. Focus Punch. So the Focus Punch would have to be reliant on... It would have to premise off the fact that... it gets paralyzed, and yeah, that was very silly. The idea in practice was actually, the execution wasn't too bad, not as bad as I thought it would be. If I go Brick Break, it doesn't really help me secondarily, so Terra Blast is basically just better in a lot of respect. But if I go Terra Blast, I might as well do a better defensive typing, perhaps. So there's Steel, there's but Steel's weak to fighting, of course. Grass is also not great with, you know, Flare Blitz. I mean, I'm using Bulk Up, but, you know, I don't want to. So both of them are actually weak to fire. There's Water type. That's also neutral. So fighting type seems to be pretty good for stopping the rock as well. There's Water. Also, I'm looking at Cloth. I know Cloth is just a mono rock type. So I don't think it has decent coverage. Like Water type wouldn't be bad either with, like, because I'm a light guy, so using Grass Knot on me is not a big deal. Fighting Terror is actually not bad. I might just have to stick with Fighting, because Fighting Terror is not bad at all. Steel, when we get to Steel and Ground, but like Steel, the thing is, if I go to Steel type, I could pretty much bait out the Flare Blitz. It would resist the rock, and then baiting out the Flare Blitz is not the worst idea ever. So Steel Terror might not be a bad idea. That respect, but it's weak to Aura Sphere as well, though, unfortunately. The ground is resistant to the rock. Fighting is resistant to rock. So the Flare Blitz, the Aura Spear would also, like, Fighting just hits all of these neutrally. Water, Fighting, Ground hits neutrally. Steel hits super effective. Like, Fighting is such a good offensive type. And the only thing I could do is, like, pretty much Ghost, but that's not super duper awesome either. And then if I bulk up, it's obviously going to defer to the Aura Sphere. So it's Fighting Terra, I'd say Metronome, then hope that 1 in 4 chance that it does actually slow down. Maybe I do just like 4 Mud Slaps, that should be fine. But I'm neutral to Aura Sphere, and it basically just spams that. I mean, Fighting, yeah, Grass could just kind of bait out. Like, actually, Grass might be pretty decent in respect to, once again, it baits out the Flare Blitz, and then we kind of hope that it kind of misses. It doesn't resist the Terra Rock, but we actually go from super effective to neutral. So we'll try Terra Grass, actually. Because I can bulk up, pretty much turn a Flare Blitz into a neutral, and if not, I have a, whatchamacallit, I have a chance of it missing. But I'm going to check the Grass Terra and see how it looks with survivability wise. Because I'm also getting the drops from the Star Raptor dying as well. So that's not a bad thing either. So Chimchar, I'm going to go Grass Terra. Grass is just very interesting, but I think ideally it will just bait out the Flare Blitz, which has a chance to miss. It's not an infinite. So +1, it would take me out pretty good. +2, it would still take me out. Yeah, I mean, I could survive it decently, but when I go into my Terra, I just have to make sure that Star Raptor has done something for me, and that you know, that I could just pretty much survive well. So I have to time this pretty well. It also has a chance of missing, so you know, we obviously have to kind of gamble a little bit. I might want to show Bell, but I'm seeing with what Terror Blast. See if it calculates right. Okay, it does calculate right on the site. +4. It does about 2x on a high damage roll, which is aight. But this is where I would be like, I kind of need an Arbaliva, but then it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't use Grass Knot, so an Arbaliva would actually technically be helpful here, because grassy terrain would bump it to. It doesn't. It bumps it a decent amount, enough for it to be. It's significant. So it will potentially get to 4x with a metronome, which is, it's aight. It's not great. And then like 4x, 35 divided by 4. That'd be a lot of hits, young balls. So like 140. Wait. 5 divided by. I didn't say times 4. So I would have to hit it approximately 9 times. And then it's like I also have metronome, which it's feasible. I mean, if I go to +6, it might not be a bad thing either, because I do want to. I just want to basically bait out Flare Blitz. But like if its attack is dropped too much, which I don't think it will be. Yeah, it will. Flare Blitz will continuously be its strongest. But if I go plus, yeah. For a lot of situations, Flare Blitz would be its strongest move. I don't think it will be a situation where it gets a -6 attack. That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah. So this is interesting try. I'd have to go metronome. Oh boy. It's not impossible, but it is like, there's a lot of hoops you got to go through. Like if they just gave it Drain Punch, this would be much easier. Of course they didn't. So I'll teach it Terror Blast. I do not have, I don't think. Okay. Let me get this grass. Yeah, Strudel, I gotta still get that. Paul DM Whooper as well. These are actually good shiny outbreak opportunities I got. And some damage better than no damage, and obviously we're doing literally no damage with I might want to see if I want to get to +6, but instead of doing 6 mud slaps, I'm going to try to do 4, and then I'm going to go into 6. So obviously every single turn is pretty precious, and see how this works out for your boy this time. I would do the Arbeliva. It's not bad. Really isn't bad to have the Arbeliva, considering I'm doing the mud slaps and bulk ups. So I guess that would be the only change, but overall the team I kind of like. I do need the Star Raptor, but if it does pass out too much, it might resort to the, you know, reliable Aura Sphere, which can kind of be lame. And of course it does like focus energy. It does do a sword stand, so if it's at -6, I do want it to get into the vibes of Flare Blitzing eventually, so we'll see how this ends up panning out for us. So we obviously open up with a taunt. It comes out. I'm not going to be able to get an attack off right away, which is fine. But we get the taunt off so that get ready for the shield. We'll see how this goes. It's like I'm going to try to get 6 combines off. I'm going to really need those, as I'm not fully invested in adamant nature kind of stuff. So just mud slap just in case some wacky stuff happens. Nothing wacky. So I get taken out, and it won't be able to nasty plot once it puts the shield up, and then hopefully the discharge can give me a speed advantage with the paralysis and give me a little bit more. Otherwise I could just quit and it's not a big deal. Get a life team out and do get the paralysis, that's good. I just don't know if the light screen is still technically active. I mean, especially with the bond taken out. But the mud slap does mess, so some good RNG to start off with. Not going to complain about that. Of course. Another mud slap gets through. As Star Raptor is getting taken out pretty quickly. Not bad, not good either. Still need to get bulk up in. As a life dude's not coming out ASAP Rocky, but that's not a big deal. I'd rather it just come out. If it comes out later in the game and gets spammed, I'm also good with it. So, I don't know. This is kind of tough, because nothing is missing at all. Yeah, I don't want to terrestrialize just yet. And it'd be helpful if I was getting life do a little bit, but I'm not even getting that, dude. So that's kind of hurting your boy. And it's not like grass resists rock. I get a couple bulk up in. Hopefully a life do will eventually come out. Oh wow. So Gardevoir just not using life do at all. Sometimes they'll do that. Do get a paralysis. So that's bueno. Not using freaking life do for Ish. So goes for the Aura Sphere, okay. Maybe it does recognize that its accuracy is pretty dumb low, so it just doesn't go for other stuff. And now it's going for life too. Okay. It's like maybe late game it does that. Okay, paralyzed, that's not bad. Okay, just 2 more. Another life steal. Okay, now it's spamming life steal. I guess it's the perfect time to spam life steal then. Alright, now it's going for those flare blitzes. Oh, one bulk up. Life steal goes up. Okay, max out on attack and defense. Okay, Terror Blast time. Okay, it's hitting decent. Probably should max out everything, but I'm gonna go for the attack cheer. Let's connect, no crit. Okay, nice. Took that pretty well. Okay, that's good damage. Okay, Aura Sphere did actually decent damage. Okay, got some momentum going. This is nice. This is nice. Now it's kind of double attacking. Nice. Dude, first, when I switch to Terror Blast Grass, it works. Dude, this is insane. This is awesome. First attempt. Right after I made the switch, I win. Yo, Chimchar. Taking out the pops. Alright, I did it, y'all. Yes. Yes. Wow, first attempt. Just when I made that small modification. It did take like a little bit over an hour and a half. That's really not that bad, dude. That's actually not bad at all. Whoa. I don't know if everybody's here, but hope y'all enjoyed the content. Much love. And God bless.